He hit the ground before we heard the shot.
A silent assassin, a skilled marksman, hiding behind the shadows of giants, lurking in the foggy recesses of the human mind, haunting the dreams of all men. A single precise shot, and your enemy says goodbye to the mortal world, snuffed out like a single candle flame in the middle of a storm. I'm DRBC007, and I'm bringing you another Battlefield Bootcamp. The Scout class is all about landing that single perfect shot. About bloody time. Excuse me, but what the hell is this? I ordered steak. I don't want corned beef! The Scout class is all about that single perfect shot, landing between the eyes of your enemy. An artist of death, painting each masterpiece in every shade of red with the loving and caressing strokes of a hunter soothing its dying prey. The most skilled hands in the land, speed and accuracy hugging the shadows, a master of camouflage and a soldier of fortune, feared by many and admired by all. From a Navajo's poison arrow to the marksman of World War I, the sniper's elusiveness and his altruistic skills strikes fear into the hearts of all men, with a mastery of one's surroundings and a penchant for death from afar strikes. There is simply no one else like the Scout, and here I'm going to tell you how to succeed. Number 1. The sweet spot. The Scout class is all about the weapon, your conductor's baton, your painter's brush, your death bringer. Each weapon has its pros and cons, but to be the best you need to find that essential sweet spot. This mechanic is all about where the weapon can do the most damage, and knowing where that damage drop-off starts. Obviously headshots are killers, but that's not always possible. Some rifles are better at long distances and some closer, but each has that sweet spot where you're going to drop your target quicker than a college girl drops her knickers. Learning those sweet spots, no pun intended, is essential to the Scout's survival, and like no other class you must learn your weapon and let it become part of you. Like an extension of oneself, you know your limits and strengths, so learn your weapons as well. Number 2. Master of Camouflage. Like a peeping Tom hiding in the bushes, your job is to stay hidden. You will be much more effective in your role if you're well hidden and positioned so that you can't be easily spotted by a rogue, wandering soldier or picked off by another wayfaring sniper. Positioning and awareness of your surroundings is so important. Situational awareness, using common sense, which is often overlooked. These skills are incredibly important to your survival because you may be hunkered down for a little while. So plan your stay and your exit, but most of all make sure you're hard to find. Don't be a doofus and stand up in the middle of a field because it's a surefire way to get yourself shot. And then of course you'll expect me or one of the other medics to come and save your sorry excuse of a son. Number 3. Recon. Because of your privileged position, you must utilize your skills and location to better the team. Spot enemies for the good Lord's sake or you'll soon become more useless than a penis-flavored lollipop. You won't always be able to pull off that 1 in a million half-a-mile running headshot, but you can spot the enemy for a closer teammate to take out. You get XP, they show up on the minimap, your team get a kill confirmed, everybody wins. Another part of Recon is knowing the map. More than anyone, you need to know each geographical location inside out, know the best routes for cover, the best sniping spots and choke points, and be a better navigator than Christopher Columbus and you'll do just fine. Number 4. All flared up. The Scout has some pretty awesome gadgets, tripwire bombs, the HE's still currently the best, a sniper shield, decoys, and 2 types of flare guns. Now if you're not using one of these in your Scout class, then you might as well get the hell out of my squad! The flare is a must, like the syringe is for the medic. Not only does it highlight enemies on the minimap, but it also grants a lot of XP for spotting bonuses and is a game changer for attacking and eliminating pesky enemies. You don't need to use it up close, so fire it away and let your team do the damage while you sit back on your hilltop swilling whiskey like the classy gentleman you're becoming. Plus, you can burn people with the flare. Yes, you can! Killing someone with a flare gun is one of the greatest achievements known to man. This has been verified by the Guinness Book of World Records. Number 5. Your second best buddy. Your rifle is deadlier than a swamp-dwelling crocodile, but like its one snap, one kill attack, your rifle is a one-shot slow reload. This does not work very well up close, unless of course you can pull off a wonder quickscope headshot, which is a surefire way to rouse up the mob into a hacker frenzy. So what do, I hear you ask? Well, that is a great question and I'm glad you asked it. Use your sidearm. Get friendly with those little beasties and find the one that's right for you. A rifle shot at close range and a quick swap to the pistol can finish off an enemy, and it's very effective, if a little tricky, but that's what the sniper excels at, tricky and skilled encounters. Now I don't usually recommend weapons because everyone has different tastes and well, you wouldn't come back if I told you everything, but I shall make an exception today. The Mars Automatic, this is great damage, great accuracy and has 11 bullets in the mag. The C93, less damage and less accuracy but much higher control with still 9 bullets in the mag. Or the number 3 revolver to finish off an injured enemy easily. And for a bonus star, time and practice. The Scout is the most skilled class by a country mile, and you may be shooting over a country mile often. So don't expect to pull off those wonder shots. You can reach the pinnacles of greatness, but only with practice. You'll learn the distances, the bullet drop-offs, knowing when to change between 75, 150 and 300 meters, and how to aim in front of a moving target. Just give it time. So now you're ready to enter the fray, teetering on the edges of life and death, mercifully ending others' suffering from beyond the shadows. You blend into your surroundings with the masterful knowledge of the land, watching the mayhem of war from afar. You can bask only so long in the tranquil silence that precedes your shot, before it shatters with the knowledge that your skilled hand has added another name to your steadily growing tally. And then, my friend, before you eventually travel the lonely road to those pearly gates, you'll know that your salacious legacy will live on. For more tips, tricks, profound nonsense and all things Battlefield 1, stay tuned and please do remember to like this video, share it on Facebook, Twitter, smoke signals or via pigeons if that's your preferred method of communication, and of course do please subscribe. I'm DRBC007, signing off.